Boom. All right, so again, we're on that 12, 6 o'clock line. We're standing at attention. The right foot steps on a 45-degree angle. As it does that, I bring my right hand up in a fist, my left hand into a cover. My left foot steps out. I'm in a cat stance. I present out in front. My left foot slides back. Hands go back to back as I bring my feet together, knees slightly bent. I roll, palms up into a chamber. Left foot slides out. My hands come down, big, wide, into a triangle, into the Kempo fist, into the meditative prayer. Then, palms out, big circle, and together. This is not a rushed thing. I see some people, they're like, especially this part, they're like, right? This is exactly how it should look if you watch me. Notice that snap at the end too. You want to have a really good attention stance. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
How you start the kata is going to be a big deal, because if you start looking sloppy, if you start unfocused, then you're going to have that challenge. Lisa, is that a hand raise?
Yes, sir.
You can just speak up. You're good.
I know, I don't want to be rude. Mr. Dillon had said one time too that like as you were coming down to try and go into like a deeper horse stance too. Is that still the case, or?
No, you're staying the same level the whole time. So if I'm out, when I stand here, I don't change the level.
Okay.
Right from the meditative prayer.
Maybe I misunderstood him then.
That's right. So again, we want to start strong with that, with the bowing. Stay focused on it. Focus on the stances. If you feel wobbly at all, practice it more, over and over again. Should be nice and balanced. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
The cool thing about Kempo katas, in my opinion, and I'm completely biased because it's the main style that I've trained in for so many years. One of the things I love about it is that it's just a bunch of self-defense techniques put into a kata form, right? So as everything, there's always some slight variations between the art. So if you've watched Mr. B, some of the things that he does look a little bit different. And we're going to kind of cover some of those here as well as we go through it for today. So we're going to start with the very first technique. Does anybody know the name? What?
Destructive twins.
That's it.
Destructive twins. So we're going to start with the left or your right foot steps forward and you deliver the U punch. Remember, the U punch is your left hand's punching to the face, right hand is punching to the stomach. If Miss Jessie's grabbing me, and I'm going to do this facing sideways, remember this whole kata is based off of grabs, chokes, and holds. If she's grabbing me, I'm stepping forward with my right. The right hand goes to the stomach, left hand punches to the face, right? So we start off in attention stance again. I step forward, and I'm going to deliver that U punch. Now, this is the one variation that Mr. B does. I actually like it, so we're going to start doing it as well. From here, just step slightly. Right foot steps into a front stance, and then you're going to do the circle for the outward ridge hand. Now, we've taught it. When we teach it, we talk about there, and we pop the grab into the ridge hand, and then we go into the punch. It is the same exact thing as the U punch, parry, ridge hand, and we are going to add a grab into that one. All right. So if you do it more of this palm, that's fine, because that's just the same beginning. Because you eventually go into that circle, and that's the circle part is the most important. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So if I'm doing it close up to you, so you go U punch, you could do the palm, you circle, parry, ridge hand, grab, and then you deliver that punch. Now they teach it as a vertical punch. A lot, like you'll see Mr. B, he comes in here. 1, into a front stance, parry, outward block, ridge hand, grab. 2, he does it as a side fist straight out. The way that I learned it, and I see it taught a lot of times, is a punch downward into the stomach, right? Boom. From here, your right foot grip comes together, you're facing towards 12. Your left hand always stays chambered, a rolling back knuckle punch down to break the nose, right into a chamber. right? So again, you go from the very beginning. Step 1, right foot steps forward, you punch. Right foot slides off just a little bit, so you're in a solid front stance, right? Remember, all toes forward. You're going to palm, parry, outward ridge hand, grab, sink into that horse stance, and you punch. What direction should you be facing right now? Or what time?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
You're going to be facing 10:30-ish, right? So you're not 12. You're on a 45-degree angle, so that's 10:30. Now you bring your feet together. You're facing 12. Again, your left hand stays chambered, rolling back knuckle punch, and into your chamber with your knees slightly bent. The next move is going to be the knee and the piano fingers. Now, who knows what's the difference between eye rakes and piano fingers? Miss Laura.
Piano fingers are just like right here by your eyebrows, where eye rakes might go all the way through.
Correct. So we are not, and this is the other one I see a lot of people do. They do the knee and they bring their hands all the way out. We do not want to do that. It's this, and it's almost like you're not poking straight at them. It's a mixture of a twist and out, right? So when you do this, it should be here. That's where you should end your hands. Your thumbs are tucked underneath, and you're going right out. They do not go out anywhere past your shoulders, right? So from the beginning, so we start from the 10. We're going to skip the bow, and we're not going to do that every time. But we step forward with the right, you punch. Right foot steps into a front stance. Palm, parry, ridge hand, grab, sink into a horse stance towards 10:30. You're doing the punch to the stomach. Right foot slides back, facing towards 12. Rolling back knuckle punch down to break their nose and into a chamber. Knee into the eye or the piano finger. So it's right here. Then you're going to land into a horse stance. As you do, I don't care if you big a big circle or if you go from here and you go straight down. The point is, another mistake that I see a lot of people doing is you need to bring your hands in and then down, right? You're not coming from the side. You're coming in as close as possible and then down. Does anybody know why?
You're breaking the lapel grab.
So Miss Laura, what was that?
You want to break their hold on you, or you want to get their hands off of you, so you can do the next step. They're kind of standing behind you, like Japanese stranglehold type thing.
Right, so it's a bear hug from behind. And imagine if if you like hug yourself, that's kind of where the attacker's hands are going to be. Your goal is to bring your elbows down on their wrists, right? So you come down as close as possible on the wrist, and then you rake through. It's like a friction rake to break free from that grip, right? So in order for you to really break free from their grip, you have to hurt their wrist and then rake through. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Really, when you step into that, it's really strong, and then rake through into that chambered position. Then hammer fist, right? And notice that chambered is also, what am I doing with my left hand?
Right into their ribs.
Well, into the midsection, yeah, because they were behind me. So now it's right into their sternum. Left hammer fist to their groin. I'm going to grab whatever I can there, and then my left leg, he steps around, so it goes right back to where it was, which is what direction?
9.
My left foot steps to 9.
About
elbow
8.
up. And I'm going to turn into a front stance hammer fist. Right? The key is those stances. So let's break that down with just the stances. So when I circle around, elbow, I'm in a horse stance. Break through, hammer fist, grab. Circle behind, back into a horse stance, elbow up to their chin, right? And then as you do that, you're going to bring that elbow down, turn into a front stance as you hammer fist to their chest. That's going to knock them down over your leg. From here, your right foot pulls into a cat stance, cup and saucer on your left hip. Now, as you're doing this, your body is facing towards 12. Your cat stance, your toes on your right foot are facing towards what direction?
About 2:30-ish.
What time?
About 2:30-ish.
Correct, 2:30. Yep, so your toes are on that 45 I don't know if you can see, the toes are on the 45-degree angle. The next attack is going to come from which direction?
You're right.
Right.
Right o'clock, which is 3 o'clock, right? So, and the attack for this could be a grab, right? So if Miss Jessie's here, right? She's in her face towards that way, please. Pull into a cat stance. I'm grabbing her shoulder, getting ready to punch her in the face. She's going to step out, and she's going to do an outward block and reverse punch, boom, at the same time. What kind of stance?
Front stance.
Stance now.
She's going to be in a nice, strong front stance as she does that. So in order for that to happen, when I step, so I'm going to do a close-up of my feet here, right? So here's my cat stance. When I step, I'm actually stepping slightly backwards. Do you see that? I don't step, this is straight across. I'm stepping back on an angle a little bit, so that way when I actually turn, I'm into a front stance.
Oh.
Oh, grasshopper,
Oh.
right? So again, from the cat stance, if we think about between 3 and 6, we're like 4:30, step towards 4:30 with that right foot. Now, as I turn, my feet, that front is bent back like a straight, boom, I go right into that reverse punch. Right? Then from here, left foot steps towards 12, and then I cup and saucer. Right? So let's go back from the beginning. Right? I'm going to do this one with the bow in. So if you follow me from a strong intention stance, right foot goes on the 45, right fist comes up, left hand cover. Left foot steps out, present your hands. Left foot goes back on that line. Hands go back to back as your feet come in, knees slightly bent. Roll, palms up, into a chamber. Left foot slides out. Hands come up into a triangle, into the Kempo fist, into the meditative prayer. Palms come out, and you salute. You would do your short 3 one before that too, but we're just going into that. From here, right foot steps forward. You punch, left hand high, right hand low. Right foot steps off into a front stance. Palm to break the grip, right hand parry, left hand goes into the ridge hand, grab, sink into your horse stance facing towards 10:30 as you punch down. Right foot comes in, knee slightly bent, back knuckle punch down to the nose into a chamber. From here, right knee comes in and piano fingers like out to their eyes, step, elbows in tight, elbow right through, left hammer fist, left hand grabs the groin, left foot C-steps, elbow up, and turn as you do a hammer fist, knocking them over onto their back. Right foot pulls into a cat stance, your body's facing towards 12, your right foot's facing towards 2:30, and you're in a cup and saucer. Right foot, going to step towards 4:30, turn, outward block, reverse punch. Left foot steps forward towards 12 o'clock into a horse stance, cup and saucer. From here, the next attack, now I'm going to do it facing towards you, but the next attack is a choke from the side. So if Miss Jessie's over on the other side, and she's grabbing, she had 2 hands choking me, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hand up, come down. This hand comes over top, right? I'm not coming here. Some people, right? I'm going to do it like really close to you guys, right? Some people, they come in here and then they come across. It's this, right? Because I want to go, think about, you see where my hands are? Hi, Lou. Like my fingers are eye level. If I do this, right? Notice I'm just poking them in the chest. That's not going to do much of anything. So from the cup and saucer, right elbow up high, comes down to break the grip, come over top to the eyes.
Are fingers tight or loose for that?
For this one, they're open because they're going to the eyes.
Okay,
So
that's what I
why
thought.
you do that is because you have, look at, you could go here, here, here. You could go in between any one of them. Whereas if they're tight, you're going to end up, just hitting the bridge of their nose. So your fingers are apart for the eye darts. Elbow comes up like you're scratching your back. Back knuckle punch down. And then from here, you're going to turn into a lean away stance as you hammer fist. Now I'm going to do this again so you can see the feet. And again, I'm going to be doing it facing towards you for now, and then we'll put it into the kata. Move it up a little bit. All right, so if I'm facing towards you, cup and saucer, elbow comes up, and then the eyes. Notice my stance doesn't change. When I do the eye darts, I'm still in the horse stance. My elbow comes up, still in the horse stance. Back knuckle punch to the nose, still in the horse stance. Watch my legs. My left leg stays still. My right, I just turn my heel towards the target as I hammer fist. It is important that your left foot does not turn, because if I go from here and I turn my left foot, now what stance am I in?
Front.
The front foot. A reverse bow or reverse stance, I'm just leaning away, so my left toes are still facing towards that direction. It's just the right foot that turns. Again, from the horse stance, elbow, eye darts, elbow up, mind the dog, back knuckle punch. The right foot turns only as I do the reverse bow for the hammer fist, and then I drop into a horse stance for the palm. So let's add that to the kata. From attention stance, the beginning. Right foot, or yeah, we're gonna go right into the first one. U punch. Step off into a front stance. Palm. Parry with the right. Ridge hand with the left. Grab with the left. Sit into the horse stance. Reverse punch to the stomach. Right foot comes back, facing towards 12. Rolling back knuckle punch to the nose into a chamber. Knee, eye dart, or piano fingers. Stepping towards 3 with your right foot. Elbows, right through. Left hammer fist. Left grab. Left C-step. Elbow comes up. I'm going to turn towards 9 as I do that hammer fist, knocking him over my leg. Pulling into a cat stance. My body's facing towards 12. My right foot's towards 230. Good strong posture with my back nice and straight. My right leg steps back towards 430. And when I turn, I sink my stance into a horse stance. Right outward block, left reverse punch. And I want my hands close. Right, so when I do my outward block reverse punch, they should be like that. You'll see them, right? So I'm here. Left foot steps into a horse stance. Up and saucer on the left. Right elbow comes up. So now my elbow is going towards what time?
6.
6 o'clock. Eye darts. 6 o'clock. Elbow up. 6 o'clock. Back knuckle punch. 6 o'clock. Turning into a reverse bow. Hammer fist towards 6 o'clock. Sink into that horse stance with your right hand out. Moving on, people, moving on. From here, I'm going to pin. This is crossing the talon. It is slightly different because with crossing the talon, we would just, and you guys can relax for a little bit. Crossing the talon, you counter grab first, you do the break, and then you roll them over. For this, with the kata form, you're going to pin, counter grab, and as you step, you have everything. What's this look like?
That's
Softer, right?
Also.
If Miss Jessie's grabbing me, other hand, it's a cross grab. I'm going to pin, counter grab, and what I'm going to do is as I step, my elbow, you see how I have control? I'm doing the break here just by doing that. We call it kissing elbows. My elbows are right next to each other. And the reality, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull her in to get ready for that next technique. All right? So, we're facing towards what time?
9 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Facing towards 3. We're in a horse stance. Right hand is out. You're going to pin with your left. Counter grab. Your left foot is going to step towards 6 o'clock into a horse stance. Right? From here, left hand, elbow. Now, if most of you know the basic part, but here's the extra credit. Left elbow, drop your hand. You're going to grab their chin. You're going to rake down the spine. As you do that, you're going to pull their chin and twist their neck. Rake down their spine. back knuckle punch through their kidney, and then elbow down.
Wait.
Again, for kata, all you have to do is know elbow, elbow, but the way that you actually do the full technique, your elbow to the face, grab their chin. As you rake, you're gonna actually just snap their neck. Then as you circle around, you're gonna come through a back knuckle punch through their kidneys into the elbow in the middle of their back.
Won't do that.
Who wants to see Miss Jessie demonstrate on me? Hold on, wait for me to mute everybody. No, I'm kidding. So
I got you.
so she has,
All right,
so I'm grabbing. She's gonna pin. She's gonna counter grab, step. Now, hopefully you can all see this. She's gonna elbow to my face. Boom. Hold on. Hold, the hand comes down. As she rakes, you see how she pulls the neck? Rakes down, back knuckle punch, and then elbow right in the middle of the back.
Oh, so they think they won.
I didn't think that was necessary, but hey.
I wanted to see how this went. Like that, boom. Right?
Rake and then back knuckle punch through. Fun
Oh.
times. Fun times. Is anybody's brains feeling like they're overflowing yet?
No.
Does that make sense now? Okay.
This is recording, so that way you can go back and you can look at it because we're adding more. Adding more. So we're facing towards what time right now?
9 o'clock.
We're facing towards 9 o'clock. Again, our feet are north-south, which is 12-6. They're on that 12-6 line. I'm in a horse stance. I just did the elbow down. From here, we're going to do scraping hoof. That's the bear hug from behind. Your arms are free. So you're going to take your middle knuckles, right? Middle knuckles, and you're going to just do one strike in, right? And if you don't, here, do this. Take your hand, make a fist, take your middle knuckle, and strike down on the back of your wrist.
Oh.
Yeah, that, if you do it the right way, it causes an immense amount of pain, right? So that's a good one. Now, what you're going to do with this one, now this is payback. Hold on. So Miss Jessie's grabbing me. So watch what we're going to do. I'm going to come in here. One. I'm going to turn into a cat stance. So notice my right foot pulls into a cat stance, and my right foot is just going to kick the leg out on the left. Then I'm going to do a side kick to take that leg out and then stomp down.
Okay.
Right? So as you do that, what you want to do, so again, you middle knuckle, cat stance, you kick the left leg out, right leg, or then you do a right side kick. And as you come down there, the technique is called scraping hoof. What do you think, or hoof, depending on where you're from. That's what you're going to do.
Scrape their shin as you go down and stomp on their foot.
Scrape their shin and stomp on their foot. Now, the real self-defense technique calls it for it on both sides. So the self-defense, you would go kick, kick, stomp, kick, kick, stomp. But for kata, it's just knuckles. Again, if you turn into that cat stance, it's going to make it a lot better because from here, all you do is you just do like a mule kick. You just kick behind. Kick, side kick, scraping stomp. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If anybody's sticking around for the 7 o'clock, don't get confused because we're teaching scraping the hoof, which is for a full Nelson.
Miss
It's
Casey, what's a full Nelson?
We'll talk about that when we get to the 7 o'clock. I'm just saying, don't get confused.
It's the same technique. It's
It's
just
the same technique. It just starts different.
It's just a different attack. So that one's for a full Nelson, right? Same idea. What you're going to do with that one is you just come in here, stomp, stomp, right? So, yes, Miss Lisa.
Do we put our foot down in between each kick and the stomp and the scrape?
So, no, what you want to do is you want to cat, kick, and you go right from here, side kick, and then you scrape and stomp on their foot.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So we're doing that again, facing towards 9 o'clock. Middle knuckles, cat, right leg, kick, right leg side kick, scrape down, stomp on their foot. Right leg steps towards 9 o'clock. You're going to take your hands, right hand over top of your left. You're going to double crane and pull in, just like this. Right? You're going to do a middle knuckle, bring it in, back knuckle, bring it in, eye darts.
Huh?
Here's why. We'll get you a close-up for this one. Miss Jessie, can you join me here? You can just kneel on the ground.
What's that part?
Right? So I'm grabbing her. It's a lapel grab, right? She's going to cross her arms and she's going to crane. Remember, here's the crane. She's going to crane down. Sorry. Make sure when you attack somebody, you attack them politely and not grab their hair. Pull in, and then she's going to do a middle knuckle. Boom.
Your cheekbone.
Yep. Then pull in. Then back knuckle punch.
Face me. You're attacking me wrong.
Back knuckle punch. Pull in. Eye darts. Right? So the entire time you're playing ping pong with their face, right? You're pulling them in,
Come here.
pulling them in, middle knuckles, pulling them in, back knuckle, pulling them in, eye darts. So watch, eye darts. Take your lower 3 fingers and just bend them slightly so that way that's the only knuckle that's showing is just that little bit. The thumb is top. That is an eye dart. This is a broken finger. Right? And for many of us, you have to train. Yep, Jeremy, almost. You got to get just a little bit. And sometimes you actually have to manually like move your fingers so that and then you just squeeze and get used to it. Then you relax.
Like this.
Eye darts. Get a little bit closer, Viren.
You have
V-Rain.
really long fingers.
V-Rain, hold your hand up like right against the camera so I can see. Bend your lower ones a little bit. You see how like my knuckles are like really bent?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, like that. Mr. Bensinger, yep, pretty close. That's it. Caroline, you see that space in between your finger? It needs to be tight there, otherwise you're just gonna snap your finger. And ideally, you're at the, everyone's ching, ching, bing, 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 bing. You're here at that knuckle, you have to go up to the first knuckle. So knuckle 1, knuckle 2, knuckle head. So what you want to do is you only want to be at the first knuckle, like that.
Wait, like that?
That's the second knuckle. See, you're here. I want you all the way up to that first knuckle only.
It's like this.
That?
Yes. So
Okay.
if you see where it's at, only the first knuckle, you're down here, like that squirt gun. We want to be eye darts. And the reason is because this, all you're doing is you're just going into the eye, right? You're poking the eye without having to worry about breaking your fingers or anything else like that.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
I know.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to add one more for you guys here.
Of course you are.
All right, so let's back up
Hold
again.
on, you gotta help me up. Oh yeah.
Gotta help the missus up. All right, so we just got done with scraping hook. 1, here, scrape, stomp. Right foot steps forward. You're gonna bring the double cranes down, middle knuckle, down, back knuckle, down, eye darts. Now what you can do is when you're doing that, watch me. So you step 1, press, 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 just a little bit, right? Here's what we're gonna do. The next technique, again, you're facing towards 9 o'clock right now. You just got done with the eye darts. You are gonna step towards 10:30, so you're on a 45 angle. Hands come up. I'm gonna come back here so you can see. All the way around, double hammer fist. The attack is, realistically, would be for a headlock, right? But in kata, we're not gonna step around. We wanna have good posture. So we step, double hammer fist. If Miss, yeah, so you're facing towards 9. Your right foot is ahead. We just got done with the middle knuckle, back knuckle, eye darts. Your left foot is going to go on that 45-degree angle. So actually, if you're in a really good front stance, you just take a line from your back foot to your right foot, and it would be a 45-degree angle. You just step in, hands come up, double hammer fists. Your right hand is going to come across, and you're going to grab with your palm away, and you're just going to turn, and you're going to do a heel palm. Now, here's why. Miss Jessie has me in a hand, or
What is your dad doing?
he has me in a headlock like this, right? I'm going to step forward, double hammer fist, one to the bladder, one to the kidney. This hand comes across, grabs her face, tickle her nose, right? And then I'm going to turn and then heel palm through her face.
Are we turning into a front stance when we do the heel palm?
Yes. So when you're here,
Yeah.
You got frittata, good strong posture. Double hammer fist, grab, and you're doing a front stance. Your front stance is actually going to be towards the 5:30 or 4:30.
Uh-oh. I'm at 7.
All right, so we're going to go over from scraping hoof, and then this will be the last part for today. So scraping hoof, double middle knuckles, tap stance, right side, straight down, stomp. Right foot steps forward, right hand's over top your left. You're going to crane down, middle knuckle, press, back knuckle, press, eye darts. Stepping towards 10:30, hammer fist, right hand comes across, left hand, heel palm. I'm fixing this as fast as I can. Piece of cake.
Is your left hand, your left foot supposed to step forward?
When I do the heel palm?
So I'm getting ready to do the double hammer fist, the pulling back.
So when you do, your left foot steps forward for the double hammer fists. So when I just got done with the eye darts,
Correct.
my left steps towards 10:30. And then my feet don't move. Hammer fist, grab the face, heel palm. And I'm going to,
Meanwhile,
I have to double check to see whether that heel palm is towards 3 o'clock or whether it's going to be towards 4:30, but a minor change that we can do later on. Does that make sense? All right, team. So that is a good review of short 3. 40 minutes of a review. I'm going to upload it. It should be on the YouTube channel by the end of the night. If you want to just, the nice thing about this is you can kind of fast forward or go through whatever part that you want if you're re-watching it on YouTube. And of course, if you have any questions with anything, just reach out. Most of you being black belt, I think all of you, I'm your personal online coach. So I'll be able to help you out. Work on those little piano or the on the eye darts, like that. And we should be good. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, reach out if you have any questions. Miss Casey's going to be starting her 7 o'clock senior black belt track class here shortly. And you should be good. In fact, what I'll probably do is, Miss Casey, I'm just going to stay on. I'm going to stop the recording.